Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the monthly mini review. Today in the spotlight we have a cute little level called Imitation Game by heatherhayes. I've been familiar with heatherhayes as a creator for a while now. Levels like Shoebill and Chancla even made it in my top 50 videos, because she has a very particular approach to level design that prioritizes innovative, difficult to parse gameplay, and that is really the strength of this level too. You'll find unorthodox use of jump rings and portals, and the sparse structure of the level means the way forward can be ambiguous at times. But in comparison to her other levels, this one is still pretty straightforward. The first thing I really noticed playing this level is that holding down the button while hitting a purple pad doesn't make you jump afterwards, because it uses this mechanic to make you time your inputs between these pads and finagle your way through. And it really gave me the sense that this is wrong. Holding down the button and not jumping as the cube feels bad. I understand why RobTop did it like this, otherwise purple jump rings would be a nightmare, but I have to wonder if there wasn't a more elegant way to implement them. Despite this hiccup, the level feels pretty good to play for the most part though. It's satisfying to figure out how this level clicks and how to interact with the different gameplay elements in order to make progress, and when you do figure it out, it flows nicely and syncs tightly with the song. The dual part where the chorus kicks in is honestly euphoric. The vibes are just on point here. Visually, the level doesn't have too much to offer though. There's simple shapes and animations adorned with a soft color palette, making for a cute aesthetic that's easy on the eyes, but it doesn't really do anything special. It's mostly just a framing device for the gameplay. However, with the gameplay being the central focus, I can't really overlook the last section because it really soured my mood on this level. Imitation Game closes out with some fast-paced mini-cube parts going through finicky jump ring chains, and it feels like such a departure from the otherwise carefully thought out gameplay until this point. Especially in a level with a laid-back atmosphere like this, it's just not fun to constantly have to be on the ball for every successive input with no breathing room in between. It's anxiety-inducing and frustrating, and it clashes with the mood of the level in a really destructive way. Not to mention, up until this point, there has been at least some sense of structure to the level, but here you're flying through empty space, chaining jump rings one after the other. It's easy to skip some of them and feels overall poorly thought out. I guess you could say that it's actually a blessing that you can skip some of these jumps, but it messes with the music sync that has otherwise been really satisfying up until this point if you do so. Again, it feels poorly thought out. I'm not really good enough at the game to casually pick up a level of this difficulty, but even if this was inside my skill range, I just wouldn't want to bother with that last section. It sucks, because otherwise this is a fine level. I like some of the ideas it presents, it's creative. When everything clicks, it's genuinely a lot of fun. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Imitation Game. Thank you to my patrons for voting for it, and a special shout out to my grandpa demons on Patreon, whose names are on screen right now. Yeah, small update, I'm not going to read out the whole list in these mini reviews anymore, because it's starting to get to a point where half of the video would just be me reading names. This is not for a lack of gratitude though, I really appreciate every little bit of support you've given me. I will still read the names out loud on my main big videos, no worries. Anyway, with that said, thank you for watching everybody, and see you later.